Welcome to ApplyReady.com Nclex Audio. This online playlist is made due to popular demand. You can now listen all day long while you're busy doing something. Tap our playlist and it will automatically play all recordings all day long. Here's a short sample of our Nclex audio playlist. An elderly couple's home is being visited by a nurse as part of a routine home health visit. The patient's husband makes a report to the nurse saying, "My wife has been sitting in her favorite recliner all week long." Based on this report, what should the nurse consider a risk for the patient among the following? A. Constipation. B. Venous thromboembolism or VTE. C. Decubitus ulcer. D. All of the above. I repeat. An elderly couple's home is being visited by a nurse as part of a routine home health visit. The patient's husband makes a report to the nurse saying, "My wife has been sitting in her favorite recliner all week long." Based on this report, what should the nurse consider a risk for the patient among the following? A. Constipation. B. Venous thromboembolism or VTE. C. Decubitus ulcer. D. All of the above. Here's the correct answer. D. All of the above. The patient is susceptible to A, B, and C. All of the above can result from the limited ability of a patient to change positions. Constipation can result from reduced mobility. Constipation arises when the gastrointestinal tract slows down because of reduced movement. When a patient has limited movement, there's a risk of blood clot in a vein that causes venous thromboembolism or VTE. Deep vein thrombosis and pulmonary embolism are both types of VTE. When a blood clot develops in a deep vein, typically in the lower leg, thigh, or pelvis, deep vein thrombosis occurs. To reduce the risk of VTE, the patient should increase their movements and change their positions every day. Lastly, when a patient has reduced movement, decubitus ulcers develop. The skin layers between the surface of the chair and the bone deteriorate. The patient may experience this because of staying in one posture for too long. The patient has a chance of developing decubitus ulcers on the tailbone and the sacrum. I will give you a moment to process everything you have learned from this question. Okay. Let's move on to the next question. A nurse is caring for a patient who has had diarrhea for the past 3 days. Which of the following symptoms would indicate hypovolemia? A. Lightheadedness. B. Wet mucosa. C. Reduced pulse rate. D. Urine that is light in color. I repeat. A nurse is caring for a patient who has had diarrhea for the past 3 days. Which of the following symptoms would indicate hypovolemia? A. Lightheadedness. B. Wet mucosa. C. Reduced pulse rate. D. Urine that is light in color. Here's the correct answer. A. Lightheadedness. Hypovolemia develops when the body loses fluids like blood or water. The body's organs require fluids to remain functional. Dizziness, weakness, and tiredness are signs of hypovolemia. One definite sign of hypovolemia is lightheadedness. Another sign is an abnormally low extracellular fluid in the body. In hypovolemia, the kidneys process less fluid and the urine contains more wastes. When this happens, The urine would be dark in color rather than light, so D is not a correct answer. Hypovolemia is also characterized by an elevated pulse rate, which arises as the heart works harder to distribute the body's low fluid volume. When the fluid is being directed into more important body organs, a patient would have dry mucosa instead of wet, so B is not a correct answer. This is just our sample recording. More questions and answers are coming up. New audio recordings are uploaded every week, so make sure to follow this playlist and subscribe to this YouTube channel so you will receive a notification.